and you're so right on your video. Everything is attitude. It's just giant.
It is
super giant. I realize that. Hey,
it is.
That's awesome.
You can accomplish so much more with the right attitude, with the right excitement and everything, You bet.
Oh, very true. Hey, what's the best thing I need to do?
Sure.
I got to start working on my investor base. Clearly,
Yes.
that's huge and super important, So
Yes.
What's your recommendations on the best way to get started on that?
Okay. I would say definitely you want to have just start on Excel worksheet where you write down, first of all, circle of influence is the term I use. You go ahead and look at all the people in your relatives, even though in my case, when I started, I just didn't know if I'll be doing well in this business or not. I didn't want to get the relatives involved, but you should be able to, and write down their names. And then you say, okay, who are the ones maybe in their retirement account, they may like to invest from their self-directed IRAs and so forth in your deals, right? That's one.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
And
that's a very good idea.
Close friends, your close friends that you have been, known them for 5, 10, 15 years, who believe in you, who know what you're doing, and they will, like to know about multifamily investing. So that'll be close friends. Second, third would be your church, pastor and other, very accomplished people at the church would be your third circle of influence. So that's third. Then the fourth one will be your client. See, you're a broker. So you want to go back and look at how big a database you had over there. And that way, a lot of those people you have sold the homes to or you have built relationships with, you're not going to believe how much money they might have in their retirement accounts, in their cash positions, or they have money in the bank account that is earning 1% or 2%. And here you give them preferred rate of 8%. If you give them 8%, oh my gosh, you just quadrupled their returns, or even lot.
Oh, it's huge.
And they are equity investors with you. So they are not debt investors. Debt investors are the one you just pay them 6% or 8%, per year, and nothing with the equity gain. But you are bringing them as Class A members into the syndication. So they are equity investors. They don't get on the loan. You qualify for the loan. They are passively investing in your deal so that they get the quarterly returns. And when you sell the property, they will also gain the returns, the equity gain, we call it, right? So those
exactly. I understand it well. Exactly. So from that standpoint, I'm in great shape.
Okay, very good. Now, the fourth circle of influence is to join the clubs, the RIA meeting, the local real estate investment club. Google where you live in the new place you just came. Go ahead and look at the investors clubs, RIA clubs, real estate. Google them, multifamily investor club, your zip code,
great idea.
and your zip code, Then Chamber of Commerce, go ahead and start, going to Chamber of Commerce because you are involved, you have a business, so you want to know. And in the Chamber of Commerce meeting, you will find a lot of high net worth people from your, community right there.
Yes.
You also want to do Better Business Bureau. You want to talk to them. You want to try to, influence and get your circle bigger and bigger and bigger so that you're meeting. Toastmasters is another one. I love Toastmasters because they are able to not only teach you skills, how to present yourselves, how to use the body language. Look at my gestures. You talk with your eyes and you talk with your mouth and you talk with your enthusiasm. So you will learn a lot. Along with, you will also make friends with your other members. These are mostly investors, entrepreneurs, business owners, who are doing Toastmasters also locally. They have breakfast meetings or lunch or dinner meetings. So you could do any one of them, and that'll be
perfect.
good one.
Yep.
So the big thing is you want to increase your circle, and you should have an elevator pitch. Elevator pitch,
Yes.
which is very good. Hey, I'm Gary. I'm always looking for equity partners who will invest into commercial real estate with my company, where we look for the assets that have a value play. They have a momentum play, which means they are cash flowing right now. Plus, also they have a value play so that they can increase value of the rent and the profits, so that you can
Yes.
the share of the profits when we sell it. Would you like me to meet with you, and let's set up a time so that we can maybe go over a few things and see if that's something for you. It may not be anything for you, but just to explore. There's nothing in exploring.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's perfect. That's a very good idea.
That's,
hey, do you have a brochure or that you could share with me that I could, take? I won't send one out with your name on it or hand one out.
No. You can take my brochure. I would love to. I love to give that to all my students. And this way, it's right there in Multifamily Syndication Academy. And then yeah. And the good part is,
you guys, I think,
changed into. Oh, did I send it to you already or no?
Well, you sent me an email saying you're going to send me an email.
Oh, and I didn't. Oh, right there. PowerPoint, right there. Let me show you. It's this one right there. And it's beautiful.
Okay.
Look at that. And it's in PowerPoint.
Oh, wow.
One of my students changed it from my InDesign, which is a more sophisticated software. It was designed by my graphic artist in Philippines. She did a fabulous job. But then now, look at this here. Now you could take that, and then you are able to change the things. This is me right there, by the way.
Right.
Who is this good-looking guy there?
Look at that handsome guy there.
But then the good part is, you could change and put your picture, your profile, and you can take the rest of these. These are my numbers, but you could, change them and design it very nicely for your company, see? So you can take everything that I have. Yeah. It's the same model. Everything is very similar to what I teach, and you can make it very professional looking. And you are teaching your investors about the market cycles, buyers, market one, buyer market two, all that stuff. So all these, I'll send it to you right now, actually, before we go further. I'll send it to you. See, this is how it's designed, right? And you can even print it out in color after you perfect it. What is emerging market? So it's a more educational brochure I designed so that we can teach people, what we do, how we do, important terms and formulas, very nicely put together. Look at that. All of it.
Yes, yeah. That's very, very professional. Everything you do has that extra professional touch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And, and also how do we value add? How do we buy? Where do we buy? How the increase is? It's, I believe in charts and graphs so that it's much easier for others to understand. And then I bought these pictures, I bought these pictures from Shutterstock, I think. 600 pictures we bought for $700 or something. So now we get copyrighted. We could use them for any of our brochures, websites. This is beautiful. Look at that. Examples of the cash flow distribution.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Total distribution is this much. And then comes the equity distribution. So equity distribution is at the end when we sell it, but then we just divide it by 10 to put it over here, for each year. So that's these two charts are very, very comfortable. Look at this one here. So the total of these two is right there. So this really sends a picture, and you can design it, PDF it, and you can leave it with some, your investors. You could send it to them. You could go over it on the Skype, and they would love you. They would really, really like to see. And then, of course, the tax advantages to the real estate investors. That's a huge one. Look at that. Then we have success stories, which you will delete it because these are relating to my properties. but you could mention to them, maybe in your copy, you could keep it and say, by the way, I've been mentored by a, guy from San Francisco who's been doing it for 12 years. This is his brochure, and these are his properties.
Yes.
So that way you could use these, that way.
Yes. Right.
And success stories and all, and I can explain. These are all my properties that I bought in the last 2.5 years. I bought 12.
Well, in the last 2.5, you've been on fire. My goodness.
I know. God has been good.
That is like what?
And we have done repositioning. Like this property, I bought it for $6,600,000 or something. It's worth $12 million now. In 2 years, double.
Oh, in 2 years.
In 2 years. Gosh. In 2 years, because we've increased the rents from $65,000 to $135,000. $135,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we renovated it. This leasing office was closed down for 2.5 years, and then we are leasing out of here. When we took over, it took us about 4 months to fix it inside. That's the clubhouse. And they were just studs.
Oh, great.
Nothing, no ceiling, no nothing. They were just studs. I'm looking for a picture, which I took it from this same place, and before and after, And now this is worth $12 million. So it's a good story, right there.
That's a great story.
Yeah. And that's it. So then accredited, sophisticated investor form, I put that in there also. So I'll send you this. Before I do that, let me go ahead and send it to you. How do I send it over here? Oh, file. There we go. File and share and send presentation. Yep. There it is. And there it is right there. And I'm going to send it from my account. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. I'll do it with the G. It should be my Monil account somehow in my Mac Pro.
Oh, right.
Gives only me and that one. So I'll send you from my me account, Apple account.
Okay.
Gary Alexander. Let's see. There you are, right there, Gary.
Yep.
Perfect.
There we are. Yep.
So please enjoy and make it a, your own personalized, and it'll look very pretty.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. There it is. It's going to you. Send it to you right now. Oh, subject. So let's just say brochure, educational brochure. Educational.
Perfect.
Brochure. Perfect. And I'll just say Vinney, so that you could make a copy of it, and then you can start changing the things.